So yeah, you can see what's in here. I'll just dump them. We have a lot of liners. Let me see where I put this, because these were very nice for cutting the chin straps. So I will do just that. Okay, I'll start with this one. See what we have. It's a size 66, and it is a 1943 Schubert Werke liner band. Very nice. Just gonna snap this chin strap off, because these are riveted on. Otherwise I would obviously do it differently, but this is the easiest way. And sometimes you can reuse these straps for, I use them, for example, to repair a bread bag, an M31 bread bag, because it's still good leather, so why throw it away? So, it's always stuck there. Yeah, nice liner band. It's, yeah, as I said, Schubert 1943, size 66, which is a bit harder to find, so that's definitely a bonus. Now, this one doesn't even have a chin, well, there was one, but that makes it easier. We have a 1944 Reichsbetriebsnummer marked Werner Zahn liner. I hope this is in the shot. If it's not, I'm very sorry. Yeah, this one is a little bit more rusty, but also a 66. And it's nice to have one of these. I haven't had one of these at all. I mean, I know what I'm getting. The seller sent me some photos of what he had, and I got them for a pretty good price, but, well, I had to get 8. Oh, yeah. That's why it wasn't cutting. Come on. There we go. And a little cut here. And another one. And it is off. Now, this one is definitely in better condition. Oh, this is the one I was most looking forward to. This is a 1942 64 size liner band made by Metallwarenfabrik FW Müller. And these are, well, a bit rarer, so I've wanted one. I used to have one many years ago, and I did like it, because it's also neat quality. This factory actually used to make, or also after the war, they made toys, and I think like toy sewing machines. So that's also a neat little side info. It is fairly worn, but overall it is still in very nice condition. So I will definitely hang on to this one for myself. Because in my years of collecting, I've had maybe 3, 4, yeah, about 4, I think including this one, liners by this maker at all. Just goes to show that these are fairly uncommon. What do we have here? This is a 1942 B und C Litzmannstadt. Just kind of stuck. Come on, there we go. Yeah, now it's moving. Quite often on these, which is a little bit annoying, you can see that these stamped areas are pressed, well, back to being almost flat or flat. That's always a little bit annoying, and I've also got to pay attention because this band is almost broken here. But aside from that, it's nice. I think it's could be an earlier one, because the rolled edge here and up there is a bit different from what I'm used to seeing from the Litzmannstadt liners. So that is pretty interesting, and of course these have a sad history, but well, most items here were made by forced labor, so And again, there is that. That's interesting. That looks to be, oh no, that's just some weird buckle. I thought this was going to be like a check pattern normal chin strap, but I think someone just cut it here to make it like that. Anyway, if it had been like that, I would have not cut it up, but yeah, doesn't matter then. Snap. Okay, let's see what we have here. I think this is another 66. Yes, it is a Reichsbetriebsnummer Werner Zahn, 1944. There we go. Wait, let me move these aside a little bit. And it is in really, really good condition. That's very nice. Not too dented, not too out of shape. That's how I like to see them. The zinc plating on this one seems to be pretty thin because it's damaged in quite a few areas. Oh, 3 more to go. Already got 5. Time to cut through here. This pair of scissors actually came from an old shoemaker's shop, and so yeah, I can see why it's good for cutting leather, because it does that really well. Now we have a 1940 dated Schubert liner band. Unfortunately, the stampings have been pushed back here, which is a bit unfortunate. It's a little bit out of shape here, but that can be fixed. It is not readable. Can't see any marking here, but it should be a 62. That's interesting. It's marked 54 right here, so the initial liner should have been a 54. But yeah, there's no visible marking here. It's interesting, but you can see how nice and shiny the inside is. That's how it would have come out the factory. So that's pretty cool. This one has a bit of an unusual chin strap. This I don't have to cut because it's not riveted, so I can just do this. It's coming apart here. That's a little unfortunate. But well, if I ever need some random chin strap, I've got this. Even has a tag here. Not sure if it's a name tag. That's really small. Certainly a short name. But I'm not too good on Czech or Slovakian names. Come on, cooperate. Barely fits through here. So I thought this was designed for this, so maybe this is a different helmet kind of chin strap. Well, I mean, gotta keep what you can in the configuration it should be in. This should be another 66, I think. It's a Schubert 1940. Very nice. Yeah, 66, 58. Yeah, it's pushed in here and here as well, and here. So that'll have to be pushed back out, but I am expecting that to be the case with most of these. Come on. This locking tab is kind of annoying on the back. It always likes to get in the way. I think that's it. Yes, now it's almost through, but I should be able to do that by hand. Now this is the last one. I think this is also another 66 by Werner Zahn with the Reichsbetriebsnummer. Yes, indeed. That is exactly what it is. And it's got a very interesting look to it. Regarding the zinc plating, because it's not corroded here because it was protected. and it kind of shows the actual surface or how it would have looked when it was new, because that's something even I forget a lot of times with these liners, that initially they would have been silver shiny new, the liner bands anyway, and now they are this dark gray because that's just how zinc corrodes. But yeah, we do have a few liner bands. Let's see, 3, 6, 8. Yes. So yeah, let me show you them. Also to show you the markings. So I think this was on 1944. Yes, indeed. Werner Zahn. Preisbetriebsnummer in 6658. And I dropped some pens on the floor. No. Schubert 1943. Also a 66. This was the other. Yes. 1944. Would be crazy to find a 1945 one, but I doubt these are going to be that late. The 1942 one. And the other 1944. Yeah, I have 3 of these 66 1943 ones now, which is pretty insane. 1940 and 62 and 1942 and 62, and finally the 1940 in 66. Yeah, a bunch of liner bands, pretty much, but it's great to have these because, yeah, you don't find them on every corner. I mean, I have quite the stash. I mean, while I'm here, I can show you. But there's also repro ones amongst these. Yeah, there's the repro ones. Here's some original inner rings, but these are all repro liner bands. And that's not even all of them. You can see there's more of these, and yeah, a lot. And I can also check what I wanted to take a look at. That's good. I'll need that for an order. But yeah, I think what'll be next is yeah, making these liners, doing all the sewing. Should move these bits out the way. I'm doing the pig leather a little different now. I'm going to stamp this all out manually, but that works. So yeah, let's get started pretty much.